Here we are this morning on our way to Rawene with the 2020 Hokianga Festival for Change, where they're going to be looking at changes for the ngahere, how to improve the ngahere, our waterways, everything to do with environmental changes in the Hokianga. So come with us for the day, whānau, and see what we can do for the changes in Hokianga for 2020.
Our marae out at Mitimiti is called Matihe Tihe, which is named after this plant, the Tihe Tihe. Tihe Tihe reduces the impact of winds on the dunes, so they create a softer dune where the wind can't pick up the sand and throw it inland.
With me here, I have Anna here from Mitimiti. Anna, is that correct?
Right. The other plant I've got is Pingo. Used for rāranga when the tōhero spats on the beach. The spat's blown up by the westerly and is caught in the pingo. Okay. So it's a nursery. When the easterly wind comes, normally around March, it blows the spat back onto the beach into the wet areas where they grow. So where you see pingo on your beach, 9 times out of 10 you'll find tōhero. So that's why I'm growing it. I want to bring those numbers back.
Whānau would have heard that tōhero have come back in big numbers. I believe it's because because we're yes, exactly.
Right.
So to continue that, to ensure that taonga species is available to our mokopuna, great mokopuna, you know, into the future. That's what I care about. Yes. It's not about you know, putting rahui on tōhero. It's about getting the numbers there so we can introduce sustainable picking.
Exactly right.
Kia ora tātou. What we've got here is a simple demonstration of solar power using a little 40-watt panel and a 20-watt water pump, so that people can see that you can use the power of the sun to directly pump water. And if a big cloud comes along, then there's not much energy in the system. And people, kids or anyone that want to interact can find out what happens when you don't have the sun shining on the panel and that sort of thing. And this way people could harness sun power to pump water for their gardens or for their house.
What's a kaupapa going on here?
It's mud building, but we don't call it mud building or earth building, we call it natural building. We build houses with cheap local natural material, and we do it as a whānau. This is a house that I'm building near Kawakawa. So we do conventional timber framing, and then we infill between the timber framing with basically mud and grass. Affordable, natural, healthy housing.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days. Yeah. Kōrero today about issues with forestry, you know, the sediment runoff and all of the historical changes since people have come to Hokianga, both from early Māori and then the European arrival and the cutting down of all the forests. And we're still seeing these issues again and again. The māmai continues, the trees are getting cut down, erosion's happening, salting up our harbour. So I wrote to our Minister David Parker about forestry in particular and said, I don't believe our regulations are good enough to protect our environment, and basically ran into a brick wall. So what I wanted to talk about in Kōrero is collectivism. To me is, it's not, say, hapu or individual people losing their identity and their right to speak on their mana whenua, but it's about all of us being able to have a collective voice to say, these are things that we don't want to see in our environment, you know, or we want them managed better, or, you know, even to go and get funding, you know, to actually employ our own people to do the mahi that we need to do, which is, you know, start planting up all our waterways. There's lots of mahi going in that space, but we could be doing a lot more, because unless we actually get together as a group and start negotiating with central government, you know, and saying, you know, this is what we need, I think we're going to struggle to actually build up enough momentum. You know, the Māori myth of the Cloak of Papa Tuanuku, you know, this is all Māori mythology. When Rangi and Papa separated, you know, Papatūānuku was getting lashed by Tāwhiri Mātia, and Tāne Mahuta saw that his mother was getting, you know, devastated, and then the legend goes is that he created the cloak of Papatūānuku, which is really the ngahere, the forest. So to me, it's not rocket science. We've actually got to go back and use those tools that all those tūpuna spoke of.
The only real change come from inside.
All these people here have got information that helps us all.
Exactly.
So I encourage whānau to just come along to days like this to look for yourselves.
That's right.
A tiny wee community like Hokianga,
Yes.
and look at all the marvellous projects and kaupapa. I mean, we've got Rongoa Māori over here, we've got a group that's growing native plants for the waterways, we've got all the pest control activities that are helping to protect our native birds, we've got earth building over there, we've got zero waste, we've got solar power demonstrations, so it's all happening in Hokianga. I don't know what they're achieving over in Kirikiri, but we've certainly got it going. Yeah, we're doing it over here.
Well, this is us for 2020 at the Hokianga Festival for Change. So it's all been happening here this year, so I hope you've all enjoyed that whānau, and make sure that you come back here again next year for the Hokianga 2021 Festival for Change. Ka kite anō.